We live in a world that is just constantly pulling at our attention. It feels like a storm of notifications, future plans, and old memories, right? But what if the most powerful place you could possibly be is, well, exactly where you are, right this second? Let's explore that idea together. So let's just start with a really quick check-in. Seriously, right now, as you're listening to this, where is your mind? Are you already jumping ahead, thinking about what's next? Or maybe you're replaying a conversation from yesterday. Hey, there's no right or wrong answer here. Just take a second and gently notice where your attention has landed.
And this brings us to a really simple, but honestly a pretty profound truth. Life isn't something that already happened, and it's not something that's going to happen tomorrow. Think about it. The past is a memory, and the future is just a concept. The only place you can ever truly feel, or act, or create any change is right here, in this moment.
Okay, so that's a simple idea, right? But if now is the only place life is actually happening, why do we spend so much time away from it? We've all become experts at what you could call mental time travel. But as we're about to see, that journey, it has a hidden cost.
It seems like our minds have two favorite destinations. When we travel back to the past, we often get stuck in these loops of regret or guilt, just reliving old stories that are already written and done. And when we leap forward into the future, well, we're usually met with a whole lot of anxiety, pressure, and just this endless maze of planning for what might be.
And here is the bottom line. It doesn't matter if you're anchored to yesterday or scanning the horizon of tomorrow. Either way, you've stepped out of the present. You've left the one and only place where you have any real power to do anything, reality itself.
But here's the good news. Bringing yourself back to the now isn't about achieving some mystical state of being. Not at all. It's really about reclaiming your own power, your own agency. It's about understanding that your true strength is right here.
This idea is such a crucial shift in perspective. We chase this feeling of control by trying to fix the past or script the future, but that's just a losing game. True power, your real ability to influence your life, is only found in the actions you can take right now.
Just think about what that really means. That decision to start a new habit, that's not some future event. It's a choice you make now. That moment of courage you've been thinking about, it can only happen now. Every single step that shapes your entire life is taken in a long line of these present moments.
So, if our minds are basically hardwired to wander, how do we train them to stay? Well, it's not about forcing it. It's more about approaching presence not as some finish line, but as the skill. A skill you can practice and strengthen over time. Presence isn't some magical trait you either have or you don't. The absolute best way to think of it is like a muscle. The more you intentionally use it, the stronger it gets. It's an active practice. It's this continuous, gentle act of returning your attention again and again back to the present.
So here's how you can start that practice. Think of these as the exercises for your presence muscle, and they're so much simpler than they sound. First, just take one full conscious breath, in and out. Next, try doing just one thing at a time. Put the phone away and just drink your coffee. When someone's talking, try to really, truly listen without planning your reply. Every so often, just check in with your body. Notice the feeling of your feet on the floor. And finally, and this is the most important part, when your mind wanders, and trust me it will, just gently guide it back. Every single time you do that, that's a win. That's the workout.
So what's the ultimate result of strengthening this muscle? What's the big payoff? It's not about having a perfectly calm, problem-free life. The real benefit is something much deeper. It's about where we can actually find peace. We often think of peace as something that'll finally show up once all our problems are solved. But this idea flips that script completely. Peace isn't the absence of problems, it's the end of our internal argument with reality. It's that moment we stop fighting what is and we just accept this moment exactly as it is.
And it's so important to get this. This kind of acceptance is not passive. It doesn't mean you just give up and do nothing. In fact, it's the opposite. By accepting the moment as it is, you free yourself from the chaos of just reacting on impulse. It creates the space you need to respond thoughtfully and much more effectively to whatever life throws your way. So to wrap this up, here are a few questions to just carry with you. Start to simply notice, where does your mind tend to go when it's on autopilot? Ask yourself, honestly, is there anything I might be avoiding by not being fully here? And maybe just try a little experiment. What would happen if you brought your complete, full attention to just one simple thing today, like the taste of your lunch or the feeling of the sun on your skin? Because the door to your life, the place where everything truly begins, is always open, and it's always waiting for you. It's right here, now.